Hello everyone, we have a very special interview with the founder of Blurt. So hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
So what's your name in Blurt and in all crypto community?
Sure. So on Blurt, I'm known as Mega Drive, and my real name is Ricardo. I was previously known in the Steam and Hive community as the Crypto Drive, but I decided to upgrade my image and became Mega Drive, reminiscent of the Sega Mega Drive I used to have as a kid, which is a uh, there's type of gaming machines like an Xbox, but the Sega version back in the day was one of the first type of 16-bit machines that you could get.
It reminds me more about the movie Transformers.
Yeah. And it was like Megatron and that sort of type of thing. Yeah, so it definitely lends itself to those sort of names, but the idea was actually around the Sega Mega Drive more than anything else.
Yeah, that's cool. So can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to actually share with you something a little bit personal. Most of my other meetings and discussions, I do talk a bit of my business background, but because this is a Blurt community, let me talk a bit more to the personal side. So um, not many people will know this, but I think it's highly relevant in the context of social media. So at around age 12, I lost my grandfather. We were very close. He was basically like a second dad to me. It happened quite unexpectedly and it affected me quite badly to the point where I actually lost my voice. And I mean that literally. I developed a speech problem in my teens. I basically couldn't answer the phone without stammering, couldn't speak to girls, I couldn't even speak in public. So this is the reason that giving people a voice on social media is so important to me today. I did eventually find my voice again. I gained confidence through mobile DJing, where I was able to use the microphone in a fun setting to kind of get over my fears. And in my 20s, I got married and had several kids, so I had to grow up really fast. I started several businesses in the ICT, real estate, and manufacturing sectors. And as I matured, I also got over my fears and got my voice back.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, yeah. It's maybe you have a very hard feeling about that feelings.
Yeah, it was a bit, a very hard time in my life, and I wouldn't really wish that on anybody. Not having a voice is really hard.
Yeah, yeah. It's a pleasure that you shared this in this interview because it's very personal and it's
Yeah,
really touch.
I don't think anyone really knows that except for a few close friends here on the
Yeah,
platform.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel, by the way, that it's because I wanted to ask you how the word like blurred, why you call that blurred? Maybe it's related somehow with this story or how?
Yeah, so look, I actually didn't come up with the name. It was actually Jacob that came up with the name. Um, but I instantly agreed with him that it was the perfect name. Basically, blurt is just about blurting stuff out. And I reckon it's a great name. It's actually simple. It's 4 letters. It's easy to say. It can be used as a ticker symbol for the blockchain currency. And it explains exactly what you do. And yeah, I think that the brand Blurt can actually go far just because of the simplicity of the name.
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, how you joined like the crypto world?
Yeah, sure. So around the end of 2015, um, I had grown tired and frustrated with filling out forms to do foreign payments of our family import-export business. Um, my brother then showed me a documentary about Bitcoin, which was the story of how it came about and the story of Satoshi and the first early adopters who used Bitcoin to purchase pizza and were mining from their basements and stuff like that. So that really resonated with me. Basically, a light bulb clicked regarding the use of Bitcoin as a seamless payment method. So I researched a bit and then met a guy that was doing Ethereum mining. He also got me a gig shadow writing for him for crypto publications. So the first publication I wrote was about provably fair gaming using blockchain technology. I thought it was a pretty good article. I think it's probably on my old Steam profile somewhere. So a few months later, he then introduced me to Steam as a platform where we could freelance and earn money for posting, at which point I basically became obsessed with blockchain social media.
Yeah. So what's maybe the thing that pushed you after to create Blurt? Because I think you wasn't happy about Steam or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so I was in the Steam governance in basically the top 20 witness set for several years.
Oh.
And then and I created several projects on there like Steam Sports and D-Lease, Minnow Booster, GinaBot, and a few others. But Blurt was created in the time of uncertainty when later on Steam had a governance takeover by Justin Sun of Tron, along with the exchanges that supported him.
Yeah.
This was followed by a community fork into Hive, which forked without certain accounts included, namely those that previously supported Justin Sun and even those that held the status quo and basically were trying to basically prevent anything from happening, like either way. So at this time, there's a lot of fighting and anger. There were downvotes on the other platforms, which were being used as tools to subjugate and bully users. Downvote wars were rampant on graphene platforms. And even, with regards to Steam, what happened is they wiped out some balances of some people that moved over to Hive in retaliation for the fact that some of their accounts weren't included in the Hive fork. So we found this as an opportunity to create Blurt, which still carried over all the original accounts and balances, which preserved property rights. And we created Blurt with co-founders Jacob and Tuan and myself. It was created to be a safe haven away from the fighting for bloggers to join and not feel the threat of having their voice removed with downvotes.
So you didn't have any any rules about how to join Blurt? You mean you just copied everything they had, all
one
the
is to
people?
one from Steam, yeah.
Yeah, no matter what they voted for, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, we just didn't take over the core Steam accounts and Justin Sun himself, but all the community accounts stayed the same.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's cool thing. That's cool thing to do because you feel that it's like a blockchain and it shouldn't be like restricted. Just copy everything and that's it. It's a fork.
Yeah.
After all.
Yeah. Exactly. It's almost a direct fork. So basically, of all the Steam forks, it's probably the most intact of the lot.
Yeah. And how you see the future of Blur?
Yeah, sure. So I see the community growing exponentially, basically many times greater than it is now. Already I'm seeing that there's Blurt meetups happening. There are children's hospitals being built in Nigeria in the name of Blurt. We have people in India and also Pakistan. They're putting up posters about Blurt. They are manufacturing Blurt slippers, like sandals sort of thing. So there's lots of stuff happening, which is why I think that it's going to grow exponentially from here. I also think that Blurt will become multi-chain and pervasive across blockchain communities. We already have bblurt on Binance Smart Chain, which is available on PancakeSwap and linked with CoinGecko, so you can actually see the volume, the trading volume on bblurt, which is actually part of the Blurt currency. So it's not listed separately as bblurt. When you find Blurt on CoinGecko, you'll just see the contract, the smart contract for bblurt underneath it. So we would like to try and move to other EVM chains as well. I also believe that the medium in which Blurt is consumed will change. It will likely go in the direction of extended reality, or XR, where blogs will be visible in augmented reality right in your living room or in heads-up displays in metaverse environments. So this is the reason we've partnered with the GameState Metaverse project, which I'm also co-founder of.
Yeah.
Basically, so blurt can remain at the forefront of XR development.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you planning other collaborations with other crypto communities and projects?
Yes, so as mentioned, we have collaborated with GameState to take blurt into the virtual space. And GameState is actually an aggregator of different GameFi projects and metaverses. So through that, we'll probably find other opportunities for blurt to be involved in as well. But with that avenue that we're taking with the metaverse, just imagine building a community around your personal space with a central messaging board that is basically your blurt blog. So I think that's pretty cool. So you could have like a village that's your own village with your own message board in the center that everyone can then, basically keep up to date with your latest news. And yeah, so you could create a community around whatever hobbies you like. If you like rabbits, you can create a community about bunnies and have the central messaging board about the daily bunny meme of the day.
Yeah.
Something like that, right? In additional to that, we also are in talks with Telos and Apex. Telos is a EOS fork and also have an EVM chain, which is of interest to launch there as well, same as we did with bblurt on Binance. And we will see how we can expand into their communities.
Yeah, that's great. And maybe you can tell us also why you would like people from all around the world, not only crypto world, because we are like promoting it everywhere. So why you would like people to join?
Blurt, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So essentially, I would like people to come to Blurt to find their voice like I did. There are many people around the world who don't have a voice. Either they have been oppressed or just have low self-esteem. It can be for many different reasons. But Blurt can help you find community that can support you in building confidence and finding your voice again.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and we need that very much in our real time. It's crazy. Okay. Any tips you can give to newcomers when they join to grow and improve in Blurt?
So succeeding on Blurt is all about providing value. I say bring more value to the community than you extract. Find a way to become a community hero. Choose a noble cause and inspire others to follow it. One very good example is Rajat Sia. He's a church pastor in Nigeria, and his mission is to build a children's hospital. And he is using Blurt to fundraise to do that. So I think that grand projects and grand ideas like that can really attract others and create a good network effect. So, I mean, although you can post about your hobbies and things like that, it might not have as much impact as something that has network-wide appeal and that has a real human story behind it.
Yeah, so you mean like Blurt, it's not only about posting, as well about, I don't know, other stuff to do.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would say use it as your personal blog to post, but have an overarching theme, like have a mission on Blurt, have your own personal mission of something that you're trying to achieve to make the world better or to make the community better. That is the best way of succeeding. And other things is perhaps also invite your friends and your family, your close network, because they are the ones who will support you. And try and engage with others and create friends, even via Discord and other channels, and then become friends that way, and then support each other on the blurt blog. Don't just sit around and wait for people to accidentally stumble on your blog post. Actually go out and talk to people and create your own circle of support.
Yeah, that's great. So I feel that Blurt is all about connections and about relationships.
That's right.
Yeah, that's nice. It was really nice. Maybe the last thing you want to say?
Yeah, so I know you were interested for me to tell users also about basically tips about crypto in general.
Yeah, about cryptos in general, those will be really great tips as well.
Yeah. So I've learned, don't put all your assets in one basket. I mean, if you look at the recent Luna debacle, a lot of people committed suicide over it because they weren't diversified. So I strongly believe in multi-chain maximalism and being a crypto hippie. So, you know, loving lots of cryptos far and wide. Don't just stick to one and think that that one is going to make it for you. You know, at least diversify 10% into each if you can, and do your own research, learn about them, become involved in the communities, because you can easily miss out on updates. And when things are about to go wrong, you could miss out if you're not involved in the communities. So definitely get involved and keep up with all the notifications.
Yeah, of course. And I think also when we create like collaborations, for example, we can like promote Blurt and promote the other
Exactly.
cryptocurrencies that we are involved in. We can like collaborate more with other crypto communities. It's really important because I see some people just stuck in one crypto, and then as you said, they can commit suicide or something like that. So it's better to diversify.
Yeah, so I mean, we also encourage our users to post widely across other types of blockchain social media platforms. We don't say that, oh, because you're posting on the other platforms, you can't get rewards on ours. No, that's not the case. We believe strongly in economic freedom, and everyone should have the opportunity to diversify and to earn from multiple platforms if they can.
Yeah, after all, it's their content.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, and it's their time, and it's their future. So you know, give them the freedom to you know, try and earn from it in as many avenues as possible.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that. I think it's very important to hear from people.
Cool, no problem.
Yeah. So I think that is it. Maybe you have anything else to add?
Well, I just want to thank the Blurt community and to thank the foundation team. Everyone has been absolutely fantastic. The vibe's really cool and Blurt. Everyone's very friendly. And the community is always appreciative of new updates, even if they're small. Our foundation team, we aren't a big team, but we get stuff done and we keep things going, and we solve problems, and which is pretty awesome. But it's been through some hard times. We've been under attack a few times, and we've always come out strong, and we've managed to rebuild every time. And it's been around for a while now. This is going to be, in 2 months, it's going to be the 2nd year anniversary of Blurt, on the 4th of July. So it's yeah, it's less than even 2 months from now. So I mean, I think some projects don't even make it to 2 years. So I think we've done pretty well, and it's definitely here to stay.
Yeah, of course, yes. And I would like to thank you also from the community, from me, from everyone who is happy about it, because we are really like enjoying it, and we are creating connections, and we are having fun, as you see.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's all also thanks to you.
Appreciate it. And thank you for doing your part to make the Blurt community great. Your interviews are awesome, and this definitely provides exposure to the individual users, and makes for great news on the platform as well.
Yeah, of course. So that is it. It was really a great interview. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for very much Mega Drive for participating in this.
Thanks, Clicks. See you.